Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, we're going to do our monthly segment where we're going to give you all of the different incentives that are happening right now for all of the different models out there. We're talking Model 3, Model Y, Model S, X, Cybertruck, and much more. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics, but before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it. And if you've got a question you want to ask me, you can send it at my Patreon group down below in the description. And today's live stream is partnered with Jowa, where you can get accessories for any of your Tesla vehicles, including the brand new Tesla Model Y Juniper, including my favorite phone mount accessory, but more on that later. And so here it is. Here's a list of all the different incentives that are out there at the moment across all of the different models. Right now, we'll rip the band-aid right off. Model Y, 0 incentives. This makes sense, right? We just had the launch series. It got removed. We're non-launch at the moment, and deliveries are happening pretty quickly. There is a lease deal offer, $499 a month, but it's not a good deal at all, because if we take a look at our handy dandy lease interest rate tracker, we can see that the interest rate for the lease is 10.73%. So not favorable at all if you're looking to lease. It's only really, I think they do this because they know potentially people that don't qualify for the 7,500 go for the lease, and most likely you're going to be buying it out ASAP to get to be able to harvest that 7,500 federal tax credit. Yesterday, we talked about the Model 3 and how performance Model 3 is up to $5,700 for inventory vehicles. Long range is a little bit lower, like 2 to 3, or I guess a lot lower. And then the long range rear wheel drive is much lower than that, anywhere from like $1,000 to $2,000. And a lot of these Model 3 performances are $5,700 to $5,600 off. You can get the tax credit, the 7,500 federal tax credit, if you do the lease loophole or you do the full self-driving add-on type of package, which then waives the cost of the paint, which then makes it qualify. Model S and Model X, essentially these are both the same, but $9,500 off inventory discounted vehicles. And if you're wondering what website we're looking at, this is a Tesla price tracking website that we co-developed with Only Use Tesla. So definitely check it out down below in the description. We're looking for feedback, and on top of that, one of the best features with this website is that you can save vehicles so that you can get price drop alerts when vehicles get a bigger discount. And so definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. On top of that, there is a one free option if you get full self-driving with the Model S and Model X, and free supercharging. But to give you a little bit of history on the Model S and Model X, there was a $5,000 price increase to both of those models pretty recently. So I'm not too favorable with those two type vehicles, especially because we got a new Model S potentially coming out, a new Model X that's also potentially coming out. So I imagine we're going to see some clearance deals on the S and the X by later this year. Cybertruck, if you get you can get inventory up to $8,220 off, especially like Cyber Beast. It seems like the long range is around like the all-wheel drive is like the $4,000 to $5,000 off. And if you get the Foundation series, you can get free supercharging on the Cybertruck. My prediction with the Cybertruck is my prediction, I guess we'll save that for another live stream on upcoming discounts or what I think is going to be happening soon. And I think Tesla is going big because it's a little bit of a standstill right now. I mean, I guess we could take a look at inventory to see if it has gone up by any means. And yeah, it's still staying pretty around this same level. So no spikes up or no spikes down, but I imagine we might see some big discounts very soon, and maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow. And on top of that, the referral link, just like the one down below in the description, you can get 3 months of full self-driving, which is valued at $300 if you use a Tesla referral link, just like the one down below in the description. So thank you to everybody that's used our referral link. And really, I want to ask you all, what incentives are you waiting for? I mean, I feel like the sky is the limit at this point. I mean, there's no financing offer. There's really the best deal from my perspective is the lease deal on the Model 3. That is literally the only one. Like if you want the lowest monthly payment on your Tesla and you like the Model 3 because it's a fantastic car, especially the new Highland refresh, $299 a month down with $1,000 down for 24 months, a short-term 24 months. I mean, think about it. Like if you really wanted the Model Y, you could just wait, get the Model 3 now, drive it for 24 months, and then by then there is definitely going to be some sort of deal on the Model Y, hands down. Like if I was a betting man, I would definitely see a lot of that. Of course, if you want to see the best deals, we keep it down below on our spreadsheet where we keep track of all the best deals, which right now it's basically the Model 3, anywhere from $5 to $5,700 off on performance, long range all-wheel drive $2 to $2,700, and rear wheel drives at around $1,000 off, give or take. And so let us know which vehicle you're shopping for, which one makes a lot of sense to you. Check out this video. We got another video of the diamond black color on the Model Y. And I don't know about you all, but that first shot, did it not look a little purplish to you in that one type of angle? And so maybe this is going to be one of those colors, because it is metallic paint, it will have a different hue depending on how you're looking at it. And other news, Zach posted this. It seems like used car prices are essentially starting to spike on the other off-brand, which makes sense because we don't really know what's happening with tariffs, but certainly maybe the other manufacturers are going to get more affected than potentially Tesla. And really speaking to the no demand of the new Model Y, check out this text message from Tesla. This is nuts. As of 9:13 a.m. Sunday, my mom's Model Y is ready to be delivered. She ordered it on Thursday afternoon. So you can see quick turnaround, one business day later, and it is ready. And so that's why I feel like if you're waiting for a long range rear-wheel drive, if you're waiting for an incentive on the new Model Y, I bet it's coming very soon. And in other news, if you like the Cybertruck and you want like a Cybertruck landmark tee, this is the newest item that has been rolled out to the Tesla shop for more swag for the Tesla Cybertruck and everything like that. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Now that you've ordered your brand new Tesla Model Y Juniper, it's time to take it to the next level. That's where our partner Jawa comes into play here. Jawa has everything you need, from phone mounts, mobile connectors, center consoles that I highly recommend to fit the new Model Y and every Tesla vehicle out there. And on top of that, you can use our promo code down below in the description to save even more money. And the best part is there's free shipping if you reach over a certain limit. My top 3 accessories that I recommend is a phone mount. It's super crucial, that can charge your phone. The center console is highly recommended as well because the Tesla does not come with it at all. And my newest favorite accessory is the invisible under-mount sunglass holder area, storage area, that also has a camera mount as well. So why wait for Tesla to make these accessories? Get yours now at Jawa, link down below in the description, and save some money and support the channel while you're at it. Thank you to Jawa for partnering with us, and let's get on to the next video. Thanks for that, everyone. And on top of that, we've got a new podcast episode that just got released on Spotify and YouTube. We talked about the hidden costs of electric vehicle ownership that people don't talk about. And there's a lot in that episode. So if you want to check it out, if you'd be so kind, definitely take a listen and hit that like button as well. JJ, thanks for coming in. Opzar, thank you for dropping by as well. In this next topic, we know that the Tesla earnings call is coming up very soon, in about a week. But let's get a quick preview on some of the questions that are going to be asked from the top most submitted questions. Sawyer posted this. Tesla is now accepting questions for their Q1 earnings call next week. And I'm going to think it's going to be an interesting one for sure, because you got to remember Tesla missed on production and deliveries. The earlier you submit your question, the more likely you'll be upvoted to answer the call. So if you want to submit questions, you do have to be a Tesla shareholder to be able to get into this. But the top question so far is an interesting one, because the top question right now is, when will full self-driving unsupervised be ready for personal use on personally owned cars? This is in reference to the Tesla vehicles that are driving by itself with no one in it at the factory lots with no driver in anything. And so people are wondering, when can we get that technology on our cars? And maybe that will be a combination if you have like the Tesla beta program on your car and everything. If you're approved, then that might be worth it. Question number 2, which we talk about a lot on this channel, is Tesla still on track for releasing more affordable models this year, or will you be focusing on simplified versions to enhance affordability, similar to the rear wheel drive Cybertruck? I guess people are starting to get more smart with this and starting to realize, like, is Tesla just going to be chopping all these different features? Because that's not necessarily a good thing, I want to say, because it might not. I mean, it's basically, yeah, anyways. But yeah, number three is, how is Tesla positioning itself to flexibly adapt to global economic risks in terms of tariffs, political biases? That's a good question, actually, especially if you're a Tesla shareholder. And the list goes on and on and on. So if you're interested in taking a look at it, this is the Say Technologies website for Tesla quarter 1 of 2025. And the earnings call is going to be coming out very, very soon on April 22nd. And that's what I'm going to be listening for, is how are they going to try and boost demand, boost sales, boost production, because quarter 1 was not necessarily a good one. And maybe we'll get a nice preview of what's to come with incentives in the next quarter. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. JJ, many other places, if not everywhere, offer rear wheel drive, long range rear wheel drive, and long range all wheel drive. Will only get long range rear wheel drive released then? Yes, most likely it will follow exactly with the Model 3, and that's where we'll be in terms of, because they don't want too many confusing trims. It's not beneficial, I feel like. Upzar, do Canadian deals. We don't have any EV credits for it now. Yeah, I feel, unfortunately, whenever people post the Canadian deals, I will go ahead and talk about it. But certainly at the moment, I don't see any. And so it's a tough time for the Canada market. When 0% RAM? Great question. I think it is coming soon, but at the moment, no deals, zero incentives on the new Tesla Model Y. 0% Model Y marquee, I would love that. And I definitely think it's coming soon. And, if you asked me a couple months ago if I thought it would be this quarter, I probably would have said no. I really feel like the demand for the Model Y was off the charts. A lot of you tune in, a lot of you watch about the new Model Y. And when it was like through the launch series, the non launch, all these different periods, it felt like a lot of pent up demand on the new Model Y. But it seems that there is pent up demand, but there still has to be a deal as well, which is good. That means we're learning. We don't just pay MSRP and high interest rates. We want a deal as well, which makes sense. Which, we got to do what's best for our wallets and everything like that. In this next topic, Tesla Supercharger Network. There was actually a contest, and here are all the winners that potentially might be for future locations for Tesla Superchargers in the North American US area. First one is, I have no idea where all of these are, but well, actually I know where one of it is. Long Beach, California. I know where that is. Henderson, Nevada. That's another place I know as well. We got Lake Waves, Florida, Big Creek, Georgia, Clarksville, Tennessee, Decatur, Illinois, McAllister, Oklahoma, Fredericksburg, Texas, Roswell, New Mexico, Lake Havasu, Arizona, and 10 locations at the moment. And so really cool, because really cool that Tesla does this. If you don't know what this is, they basically pull the community, the ownership group, and say, hey, where should we put a supercharger? And that is where they go ahead and ask. And this is the winners for it. So very cool to see. Let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. But one thing's for sure, if you're buying a new Tesla, it does not come with this. And that's a set of all-weather floor mats. My favorite set so far right now is a set by 3W Liners. And I've tried all the different floor mats that are out there. 3D Mats USA, Tasmanian, and a bunch of Amazon ones. And by far, these are going to be my favorite set. I've got them in our Model X, Model 3, Model Y, and also Cybertruck as well. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, not only will you save 25% off and get a set under $100, you'll support the channel as well. So definitely check out our partner 3W Liner floor mats down below in the description, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. JJ, is it going to be 449 or lower? 459. 459 seems way too high. I mean, if they're following how it is, maybe it'll be like 399. We could easily see that for long range wheel drive. Jeffrey, hey Dennis, who do you use for PPV wrap in Southern California? So we've gone through a handful of shops. I'll give you my top three. We got Unplugged Performance for sure. We got OC TINT Solutions as well. And then we also have AIM Wrap Shop, which just did our Model Y. I think he has an Instagram. It's just wanted to show me Dyson. There we go. AIM Wrap just did our Model Y as well in the PPF Flexi Shield crimson red Model Y, and we just got this done. Phenomenal color, I would say, at the end of the day. And you can hit up Austin, ask for the Dennis deal as well. And I guess I'll post this into the live stream chat so you can DM him. But we got Unplugged Performance. They have a spa where they can do wraps. They did our Cybertruck in the blue. And then we also have OC Tin Solutions, my favorite as well. You can ask for Jason and ask for the Dennis deal. He actually does tints on all of my vehicles, and he also does paint protection film as well. OC Tint Solutions in Anaheim and in Costa Mesa. Rio, thanks for coming in. Great to see you. JJ3994 for a wheel drive long range Y, then it might sell. Yeah, I definitely think it's going to be, there has to be some separation. I mean, maybe they do like a 449 because they know people want it. And then if the demand isn't there, which most likely will be, and they start to rack up inventory, then they might switch it down to like a 299. I could easily see that. Carlos, do you think Tesla will do what they did with the rear-wheel drive Cybertruck to the 3 and Y? Would be interesting to see how low they could cut the price. My speculation for the Cybertruck is that all prices are going to get like a $10,000 price cut. I think that's where it's going to be at in terms of price drops across the board. But, maybe that might take a little bit. And my prediction is like December for that. I think that could be one of the better times for that. In this next topic, here's how you can get 50% off of a Tesla Cybertruck. I know this is a bad joke, but there is a Cybertruck that got into a pretty bad accident, and lo and behold, it is actually for sale if you want to buy it. But pretty crazy to see this. I don't even know if someone got hurt in this accident. Hopefully not, because I think it was parked at the time, and I think the person that hit it had like a medical emergency. But very, very interesting to see that it is available for sale at IAA. And yeah, I mean, it's also interesting because like I didn't realize like a truck could cut in half like this. I mean, that also speaks to how the design is, but I'm not an engineer or not. But Jan of the Universe posted this: an armchair EV geek here would love to know more how you design the truck here for the safety perspective. Is this a structural weak spot on purpose so the cabin is left unharmed in such an accident? Cabin here visible has no visible damage. I would imagine if the bed is rigidly attached and unbreakable, that would increase the risk of the vehicle spinning a lot in case of a high force accident hitting it directly from that angle. But very interesting to see. And if you want 50% of a Tesla Cybertruck, I guess it is available on the IAA auctions. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Rio, any connects in Illinois for PPF and window tint? Ooh, actually, I don't. I don't have any connects with that. I think my recommendation is, of course, just go to Yelp. Maybe go on the Tesla forums to see if there's anybody out there that has gone to a shop out there. And material matters as well. Like there's people that like Expel. I personally like 3M tint, ceramic tint, and paint protection film. I mean, it gets beat up, but I mean, any of the bigger brand names are perfect. JJ, do you know what Tesla's doing in terms of Y sales in other countries? We know that in the US, it's not selling as much. I think China is off of, doing great in terms of like Europe. I don't think it's doing good. And that's really about it in terms of what we see from our perspective. In this next topic, if you're looking to buy the Model Y non-launch and you want a little bit more speed, well, we finally have confirmation that the new Model Y non-launch can purchase the acceleration boost. Shout out to June for sending us a screenshot on this. If you're looking to buy the Model Y non-launch, you will be able to get access to the upgrade screen and pay $2,000 if you want to add on the acceleration boost. Now, this does not make it as fast as a Model Y Performance. I mean, it's speculation of what that speed might actually be, but it still is a little bit faster if you want to. But I don't know. I would kind of hold off on this because, are you going to get $2,000 in happiness for this? I think you might not. But I mean, if you are a speed demon, then yeah, I would say $2,000 could be worth it. But I think what I would say if you are looking to be between these two different options, maybe wait until the Model Y Performance gets released and then see what the pricing could be, because $2,000 on like a $40,000 to $45,000 MSRP, that's a lot, and it could make it a lot closer to a Model Y Performance type of MSRP. But let us know what your thoughts on. Let us know what you're thinking. Did you just buy a Model Y, or are you thinking about buying a Model Y and thinking about buying the $2,000 acceleration boost? Now, of course, if you refer a handful of people, then that could help you with some of the cost as well to getting the acceleration boost on the Tesla vehicle. But Joey, that's a good question. When is the acceleration boost for the Model 3 Highland? It's interesting to see that the Model Y already has it, but the Model 3, which has been shown in other countries to have this upgradable option, is not in the US at the moment. So very interesting to see that across the board. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.